Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to LEGO Space. Today we're doing our first update on the Ecto-1 project. And so far coming along really cool, really excited. Can't wait to see this car put together. But at the same time, I am enjoying the building process. A couple things I'll kind of point out is there's a lot of detail in the interior, especially with a lot of the equipment, some of the circuitry that's kind of made up out of certain parts, various things that they had in the car for the first movie. Interior detail is really nice, even with kind of a simulated transmission and drive shaft tunnel in the cab. That's pretty cool. Really nice seats that look awesome. They're even beveled at the bottom, super nice. And so far the back end's looking really good. This MOC is using much better subcoloring compared to the instructions, and we will look at the instructions. I kind of got the instructions open to somewhat around the same time frame. It's a little hard because the build process is different, of course. But you guys can see the seats in the back have really nice detail. Some wires for some of the circuitry. Some other implements over here. Super nice detailing. Even down to the speakers in the back here. These little 1x1 circular tiles with the speakers on them. Nice trackway for the gurney, kind of like what I did in the first version of this that I did the MOC on, and kind of recreated the inside of my own. This is much better though, a lot more detailed. And then another view of the seats. Super awesome. Loving how this is looking. Really nice detail overall on the interior so far. Couple changes, not many changes that I've made to the MOC so far was the rear axle was intended to be a solid connecting axle. Two axles connected with a coupler in the middle. I did not do that. I went for two separate axles. We'll see if I can get underneath the car here. Just for the fact of rolling it around will be a lot easier without having that being connected. You guys can kind of see the underbelly there, not too much different on that side. The bottom in the back here is a slightly different setup for some of the exhaust and stuff, but looking really cool. Another thing that I changed was using clear red 1x1 square plates behind these red circular pieces, so that way when you look down the center of those you don't see anything off colored. It's literally the same clear red color. Just little stuff like that along the way. Other than that, it's been pretty much straight from the MOC itself. Really well done. Still have quite a bit to go yet, but I figured before I get too far I wanted to give you guys an update, and we will kind of do some referencing with the instructions here just to show you how vastly different things are. See if I can kind of get the car over here. So here you guys can kind of see the front seat structure, kind of the cab area, and what it looks like here. Miles better on the MOC. Absolutely love how that looks. Of course, the interior is set up completely different for the gunner seat. So, you know, on this one, that area is going to be quite different. In the back here, we don't have the remote control ghost trap area anymore. That's all area to slide the gurney in and out really nice. So I mean, you guys can see just and of course like subcolor, all that. This MOC uses some really low tones. Even calls for black pins. I don't have enough of these blue pins and black to do this, so I'm just doing the blue pins. Not a big deal. Those are pretty well hidden. But everything else I've been able to stick pretty close to what I've been needing to do. So far I've been having great luck with actually having all the parts for the MOC. I think there was like one or two parts that I missed when I was gathering parts, and I just had to go through my inventory and find those. There's kind of a broader look at the back end and just how things are kind of laid out a little different for not having a gurney way anymore. This has that beautiful gurney way. It's just a perfect clear path even with all that detail in there. The gurney will slide in and out really nice. And yeah, really happy with how everything's looking so far. Great detail, nice coloring on the inside. Awesome detail. There's even a cabinet in here, and there's like stuff in the cabinet, but this control unit for whatever that was for is in the way. But just the level of detail is insane in this compared to what you would be building. So I am really excited about it so far. And it's been really nice having the parts pre-sorted. Yes, I'm still having to pick up a tub, kind of search for the part, and then grab the part. Some of it I've laid out for some of the harder to find stuff. But overall, this has been a lot smoother as far as gathering parts as I'm building than the Titanic went, just because I am a little bit more prepared for this. It was able to be prepared since I'm basically working off of instructions. Titanic was up to some of my own interpretation along with the MOC, along with instructions, so it wasn't really that easy to pick parts out ahead of time. This project, really nice having all the parts on hand, basically, and just finding them in a tub and putting them on there. So it's been really quick build so far. That's why I wanted to do an update, because I did feel like I was actually building this quite quick. So before we start boxing in some of this stuff and covering some of this stuff up, I wanted to get some nice shots for you guys on how everything's going. Just really, really cool. Loving this MOC so far. I can't wait to get this done and move on to the Ecto-1A. That's going to be really cool. Essentially the same base, but the interior detail has changed. Seats are kind of changed a little bit. You guys will see that once I get to that point, but yeah, guys, hopefully you can get a really good feel for just how different it is from straight out of the box build. Big difference. So I do have some fun news, not MOC related. Tomorrow I'm actually getting to go to a Lego store at the Mall of America in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And I haven't been to that particular store since 2018, so even well before COVID was a thing. It's quite a lengthy drive for me to get to Minneapolis and get to the Mall of America. And just so happens we kind of have a family trip coming up, and you betcha I'm going to be going to the Lego store and spending probably close to an irresponsible amount of money on some stuff. Gonna try to keep it within to where I can still pay my bills and stuff, but I only get there once in a blue moon, so gotta spend some money while I'm there. So I'll do kind of I don't think I'll really be able to do video while I'm in there, because that's kind of weird. I don't want to be like out in public doing videos. Not really that kind of guy. But I will sure show off some stuff that I got at the store. I do have some ideas of things that I want to do, and that's depending on if they have the sets, and they have a huge pick-a-brick wall, so I'm going to kind of search for some things on that as well. So hopefully I can come back with some cool stuff to show you guys, because I do have some ideas for some relatable projects. So yeah, guys, little side note there and what I got going on this weekend. Pretty excited for that. Like I said, haven't been to a Lego store since 2018, so it's been a hot minute. So yeah, guys, hopefully you guys are enjoying the update. Hopefully you guys are enjoying all the detail that this MOC includes. Just so much cool stuff in there. And I'll build a little bit more, and maybe before we start building the top up, I'll do another update so you guys can see the whole interior before we start putting the roof and everything on. I'll try to make it at least a few videos for you guys, because this is a relatively quick build. So yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed the update, and until next time, take care.